Today we're going to be trying out Casabrews 5418 Espresso Machine for the very first time. Keep in mind, this is going to be personally my first time ever brewing espresso with a machine like this, so offer some tips and tricks for me down below in the comments. If you want to check this thing out, I will leave a link to it down below in the description, and keep in mind, I'm not sponsored. So now we're going to flush out the system. We're going to put some room temperature water in the back here. Let's turn the machine on, and basically all we have to do is wait for the buttons to be solid blue, and once they are, that means it's ready to go. Next we're going to go ahead and just drain out the wand here to make sure we get any leftover residue out of here. It says to do it for about 10 seconds, so we'll do a little bit extra just to be safe, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, we're going to flush the actual coffee making portion of this system now. So we're going to put in one of the pucks here into the filter. So basically we just want to put this thing in, make sure it's all the way locked in there, nice and secure. We're going to go ahead and slide our cup in, and then we want to press the 2 cup and the steam button for 5 seconds, and that's going to start the machine's flushing program. Alright, so there we go. Now the system is going to go ahead and flush and clean itself out, get out any of the gunk from the factory, and then we're actually going to brew some coffee finally. Alright guys, the cleaning or flushing process is done. It says you can do it up to 3 times, but we feel like 1 time is plenty. We're fine with that. So we're gonna go ahead and start grinding up some coffee. Alright guys, the coffee that we're gonna be using to brew the first cups of espresso out of this machine is going to be the Maya 100% organic dark roast coffee right here. This is the whole bean. One of the best coffees that I've really ever had is this one right here, and you can pick it up in bulk at Costco for under $20 for this whole bag. So a really good deal, and if you guys are gonna make espresso, I highly recommend that you get a whole bean coffee and grind it up, just because it's gonna be a lot better and fresher that way. I'm also gonna be using my Amazon Basics coffee grinder right here. This thing I bought on Amazon, I think almost 2 years ago now, for about 10 bucks. Also leave the link to this down below in the description, along with the coffee at Costco as well. Basically all we got to do is take our scoop. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this puck. I'm using the 2 cup one because we want 2 lattes. Basically fill this thing up so I can get an exact amount that I want. So just go ahead and fill this up flush with coffee beans. Then we're gonna go ahead and dump this into the grinder. And since we're making espresso, I'm gonna wanna make sure I make this really fine, but not super fine. And I'll show you guys exactly what it's gonna look like in a second. I kind of tilted this a little bit, and there was some chunks in it that I didn't see at first. So we're gonna go ahead and grind it up a little bit more. I'm already making a mess out of the counter. Alright, so now look at the coffee that I'm going to be using today, guys. Looks a lot better. Alright, we're going to press it. Good enough. Could have a little bit more coffee in there, but I feel like that is close enough. So now we're gonna put this thing back into the machine, put our little espresso cups in there, and actually brew it up. All right, and you also have to dust off the edge of this. So we had a little coffee left over on the sides, so we just went ahead and dusted it off. And at this point, we can just go ahead and put it back into the machine and finally test this thing out. Make sure our cups are lined up, and then we should be good to go. Since we already cleaned out the system, it's already preheated. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the 2 cup option right here and let this thing brew. This is looking pretty darn good, guys. For a $100 espresso machine, this coffee actually looks really good. It's foaming up really nicely. I guess that's it. I might just go ahead and do 2 more because why not? But you guys can see, check this out. Oh, I forgot that's hot. Check out how nice that looks, guys. That is a beautiful cup of espresso out of a $100 espresso maker right there. That is absolutely ridiculous how good that looks. I'm gonna go ahead and just do 2 because why not? Somebody's gonna complain, but let's just run with it. All right, that should be more than enough. Probably watered it down a little bit, running it twice through the same coffee, but I'm honestly okay with it a little bit watered down anyways. I don't need it to be ridiculously strong, but you guys can see that this actually looks really dark. This looks like a really strong cup of coffee right here. That looks really nice. I'm surprised at the foaming layer on that. That actually looks really, really good. All right, guys, we got the first cup of espresso brewed out of this new machine. Gonna go ahead and try it for the first time. It is pretty hot, so I might burn myself a little bit, to be honest. It's pretty good. I do have to say, since I did brew it twice, it is just a little bit watered down. It's still strong, but I think it would have been better if I put new coffee in it and brewed it again for a really, really strong cup of espresso. This is pretty strong, but not the strongest I've had. Probably my fault because I watered it down a little bit. Try one more time. Okay, I must have got foam. It's super hot, but it's good, guys. It's a pretty good cup of espresso here. Now let's go ahead and try out the foam wand a little bit. See if we can get some frothy milk and actually make like a cappuccino or a latte or something. We don't really have the cup for the little metal stainless steel cup for frothing the milk, so we're just gonna for now probably use like a normal coffee cup or something. We're just gonna again use a normal coffee cup. We will be getting the stainless steel frothing cup real soon though. We thought the machine came with it, but it actually turned out that it didn't. Not really a big deal. We're gonna start by pressing the steam button here, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. It says to let it shoot out a little bit of water first. So there you go. So now it's steaming up good. So I'm gonna empty out this little bit of water, get some milk, and try and froth the milk. Today we're gonna be using the Kirkland Signature Organic Lactose-Free 2% milk. Again, this is one of my favorite ones right here. Just wanted to show you guys exactly what we're gonna be using. And I am not a professional. This is literally my very first time trying to use a frothing wand on an espresso machine, so I doubt it's gonna come out perfect, but we're gonna try it anyways. All right, so that's where we're at. We frothed it a little bit. There's a hair in it, kind of gross. We frothed it a little bit. I'm not an expert. You guys let me know if I'm doing this incorrectly. I'm doing the best I can. All right, my girlfriend is gonna try and do it, see if she's better than me, because I ain't doing it very well. All right, so that's looking a little bit better now, guys. We're gonna go ahead and actually pour some drinks with this espresso. Hopefully it's not all cold at this point. All right, guys, we got our espresso shots now. This is taking us way too long. Just gonna go ahead and start with this at the bottom, like so. So I guess 2 shots, I guess you could consider that. And we did move the milk into this, which kind of ruined our foaming layer just a little bit. Not a big deal. And then I'm basically just gonna pour this over. Didn't really get a great foaming layer, but I do not think that is the machine's fault. That is really just user error. The thing does work. I think we just need to play around with it and just get the hang of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this real quick, and then that is going to be it for today's video. This thing for $100 for an entry-level espresso machine I'm actually really impressed with it overall, with all the features that this thing comes with. It even has, like I said on the top, a little cup warmer, pretty darn cool. And you can even brew directly into a coffee cup because it's not super shallow underneath the filter itself. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and try this. Pretty hot. So that's pretty good. I didn't flavor it or anything. The coffee tastes crisp. It's not super bitter. Really, the only thing we need to do is actually get this milk to foam a little bit better, and then this coffee will be much better. Appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions at all or comments, leave them down below, and I will make sure to answer you guys. I appreciate you guys watching.